Hey guys, welcome to Silicon Valley Girl. Welcome to a non-Silicon Valley setting. We're gonna chat a lot today. I miss you so much because I've been taking several weeks off social media, which is kind of amazing because in the process, I have so many things to do still because 2 kids, no daycare, we're traveling. They want 99.9% of my time. They go to the restroom with me. Hello, welcome to Mom's Life. But I desperately need this. I desperately need my work. I definitely need to be me from time to time. So this is me time. This is me talking to you, answering your questions. My voice is a little bit weird because I am allergic to things. We haven't figured out exactly what it is, but it happens from time to time. Pills help. Anyways, the question that I wanted to start with, Europe versus the US, where to live, what's the best place? It's just I can't answer this question, but I see so many pros in living in the US, especially where we live. Again, every place is different, and you can't compare Silicon Valley to, Cannes, or you can't compare Silicon Valley to Monaco, because these are different places and people have different vibes. And what I pay attention to right now, 2 things, right? Whether I can grow as a professional, whether my kids can thrive in that location. Kids-wise, what's happening in the US, daycares aren't free, but at the same time, the US gives me opportunity as a creator, as an entrepreneur, to make enough income to pay for their daycare. So that is fine. Another thing, healthcare, quality of food. This is where you have to go an extra mile in the US. And for different people at different times, different things matter. So what I can definitely say for myself, for my family right now, is that we are going to spend more years in the US. We definitely love that place. We're now citizens of the US. And I feel like this is the place where everything is happening, right? You want to be a creator, you have Hollywood, you have all of the top conferences. Dubai can compete though, but Dubai is unbearable for me. It's too hot in summer. I can't do that. We were in Turkey and it was so hot there, 42 degrees Celsius. And for me, unbearable. I just can't do that heat. Anyways, some people can, right? Maybe in 20 years, when our kids go to colleges, my husband and I decide to retire. The ideal place for me to retire is Italy or France or Monaco. Just because it's a different vibe, right? These are my thoughts, right? And no one can really tell you, oh, you have to go there. And no one can tell you which is better. It's just living in both places and deciding for yourself. And I see people moving back and forth. And this is the beauty of our world. We can be anywhere. We can be anything and nobody cares. And also as a creator, when you're in Silicon Valley, it's not like you are a typical YouTuber because you are a YouTuber close to YouTube headquarters in San Bruno. And they invite me to come to talks. They invite me to meet people. They invite me to do things. And I feel like a lot of those things are happening because I'm a local Silicon Valley YouTuber, which is also a great thing. And there are not too many YouTubers in Silicon Valley. And it kind of gives me this feeling of uniqueness, kind of. And I like how YouTube is always launching new things. And one thing they've just launched is a YouTube Premium affiliate program. And they selected me as one of the first creators to actually talk about YouTube Premium in my blog. So YouTube Premium is when you pay a subscription fee on YouTube to watch videos without ads. One of my favorite features is being able to download videos, save them on your phone, and watch them while you fly, or watch them. Emily and Lily have their own phones. Just because our typical flight is 13 hours, I just give them their own phones so I can have my own. Because if it's just one phone, we start fighting, who has the phone? And so we have YouTube Premium on those phones, and I download cartoons for them, and they can watch anytime, anywhere. Game changer, lifesaver. I also like to play videos while using other apps on my phone. For example, I'm watching a podcast and it's 2 hours long, but I still need to do things like answer my emails. If you have YouTube Premium, the video will keep playing on the background and you will have time to work. And of course, YouTube Music. You have one subscription, but you get access to YouTube Premium features and also YouTube Music. No other subscription needed. And one of the questions that I get all the time as a YouTuber, Marina, do you get paid if I am using YouTube Premium to watch your videos because there are no ads and you get part of the revenue that YouTube generates by showing ads? The thing is, YouTube Premium fees are also shared with us creators, so by subscribing, you also support us. If you look at my revenue breakdown, some of it actually comes from YouTube Premium. And if you click the link below, you will get 1 month for free, and I will also be able to generate commission because I have been selected as an affiliate for YouTube Premium. Thank you so much for supporting us, guys. The next most liked question was about my body. A lot of people compliment me on being so skinny after having 2 kids. By the way, guys, this is all genetics, and the problem is a lot of people also comment on how thin I am, and this has been like since I remember myself, people would comment on like my body and say, Marina, you're not eating enough. Oh, you're so skinny, I can see through you. Are you sick? And it happened like face to face. It wasn't back in the day when I was like 10 years old. There was no social media and people would just tell me that straight into my face. And you know, those comments, because I couldn't really do anything about my body, right? This is the way I am. This is the way I was. No matter how much I eat, I stay this thin. And some people don't like it. Some people do. Whenever somebody comments on me being sick or being able to see through me, it's just like right away they're cutting themselves off from me because I think it's super impolite. Like I would never ever tell anyone anything about them looking sick unless this person is my close friend and I want to help. Otherwise, if you're a random person, why would you comment, right? And thank you for the comment that I read was a compliment. But a lot of times when people comment on my figure, they don't compliment me. So I consider myself lucky because I don't really have to exercise, and I don't really exercise these days when I'm traveling. No, I just run after my kids. I don't have to. I could. It's a blessing, right? For me, it's a blessing. Some people think it's a curse. Anyways, next question. How do you not switch topics and stay consistent within one niche? Come on, guys. I switch topics like crazy. The benefit of being a creator who has 3 channels, this is super important for me because I just experiment all the time. Because I can't, like, I get bored. Honestly, like with Lingua Marina channel, right? And I talked about this already, but it's been 7 years talking about English. And English is a super broad topic, and my English has been developing. And I've been learning new words, I've been working on my accent, but it's just hard to talk about English all the time. I am not a professional English teacher. I am a creator. I am an entrepreneur. And this is not something I chose as a career, right? But because I love it, I try to experiment within one niche. Like on Lingua Marina, I would do fun sketches. I would do motivational videos. I even try to do meditations. So the art of talking about one particular thing for a long time is the art of experimenting with content pillars, right? So if we're taking broad niche like English, so many things you could do. If we talk about business or productivity, look at Ali Abdaal. He's switching topics from time to time. He's staying consistent with his brand. He's staying consistent with the messages that he's sending. But it's really important to rediscover yourself within your niche. And this is why I started singing, because I think being a creator is not just about talking about productivity or business or whatever. It's also about being artistic. It's also about exploring your talents. And when I say this, I also realize like it's not even about being a creator. It's about being a human, right? We have multiple talents. We have multiple personalities within one person. So please go ahead and explore. Please go ahead and let your spirit fly. So I woke up in the morning today. I really want to film this video. So I asked my kids, I asked my nanny to take away the kids, take them for a walk, look for cats. Cats always save me. And I just want to talk to you, right? Yesterday, I woke up and I was like, no, I just want to be with my kids today, 99% of the time. So it's really important to follow your inner energy because you always know what's right for you. But sometimes your brain is like, nah, I need this, this, and that. And this is why breaks are so important because nobody controls you. You just do whatever you want. How difficult was it to build a business in Silicon Valley? That's a great question because, well, I wouldn't consider my business, our business, Linguatrip, 100% Silicon Valley. Yes, we raised funding. We raised two rounds, Series Seed and an angel round. But most of our clients are international. Most of our team, like the founders are in Silicon Valley, but most of our team is widespread. So we're not a typical Silicon Valley startup. We are fully remote. I would say we're an international startup headquartered in Silicon Valley. And by Silicon Valley standards, we are a tiny business. We're like your local supermarket that sells milk and water compared to Googles and Facebooks of the world. But just this feeling of being among the most talented people on the planet, having access to people who change the world, who help change the world, it just helps me, like it transforms me in a way that no other place could. And part of me sometimes tells me, Marina, your time is yet to come. You're gonna build something or you're gonna invest in something that's gonna change the world. Right now, just keep on keeping on. Be among those people. Get inspired. Your time will come. This is what I feel inside, right? I feel like my time as an entrepreneur, I'm still learning. You know, I'm spending more time with my kids and my creativity. But something inside me tells me that probably in 5 years, maybe earlier, maybe later, I will try and go on that entrepreneurial round more professionally. And by more professionally, I mean raising bigger rounds, hiring more people, and like building something world-changing in a typical sense, right? And this is why I really want to stay in Silicon Valley. Yes, it's too competitive. Yes, it's very expensive. It's the most inspiring place in the world for me right now. The question that I wanted to wrap up with is about having a supportive partner and the supportive partner playing a major role in your success. This is absolutely true. It's like, I am so lucky to have met my husband. Without him right now, we're traveling, just my kids and I, just because he has to work. And I have this flexibility of not having to work 24/7. So he stayed, he's working. But whenever I feel that I need to talk to someone, like a coach, right? He will be my coach. He will be the one who will tell me like, Marina, it's okay to slow down. Marina, it's okay to make mistakes. This is something you learn. This is not something that just comes, right? You learn to support, you learn to sacrifice, you learn to cheer the person up. Even if you don't believe in something that they're doing, your job is to be there and support them. And I think that those qualities, you see them, right? Honestly, I'm not in the position to give any advice on how to find that person, just because Dima is like my third boyfriend and we've been together since 2010, so I don't have a lot of experience in building relationships. My previous relationships, I think they were like kid stuff, right? So our relationship turned out to be so natural, but we're still working on things, right? It's a never-ending process. Like, I am learning to be more supportive. He's learning that I am not a typical woman who would stay at home and cook and spend all of her time with her kids, because I also need to pay attention to my hobbies. I will just tell you one thing. When you meet the right person, something's gonna click. Like, you will be, oh, they care about me. This is what I want you to pay attention to. They care about me, they support me. Because sometimes we fall in love with the wrong people, right? Just because when we fall in love with people, we fall in love with something that they have. Maybe they're a celebrity. Maybe they are super powerful. I remember falling in love with a person who was older than me just because he translated this, you know, I can go to clubs, I drive a car, etc. And I realized I liked that part about him. Not him as a person in general. It was just this idea, oh my God, I also want to be an adult, right? And you understand that later. So ask yourself, what am I falling for? Is that person caring for me? Or am I falling for something that he has or she has right now and I don't have, so I want that from them and that's it, right? This is something that will hopefully help you. Thank you so much, guys. Oh my God, I really enjoyed this. We need to do Q&As more often, okay? Thank you so much. Please subscribe to this channel. I'm looking forward to reading your comments, and I hope you are enjoying your summer. Bye, guys.